Data is the lifeblood of modern artificial intelligence. Getting the right data is both an important and challenging part of building powerful AI. Collecting quality data from the real world is complicated, expensive, and time-consuming. This is where synthetic data comes in. Synthetic data can be defined as information which is manufactured artificially and not obtained by direct measurement. Synthetic data can help improve AI. Synthetic data may closely resemble real-world data, but however, engineers need to be extremely cautious when using such data, as this data at the end of the day is not real. Hello and welcome to VARINDIA News Hour. If you're constantly improving, engaging with your target audience and boosting your brand's look and expectations, you are on the right track. However, this is only the start of getting your business to truly stand out. To do that, you will need something more. You will need to use synthetic data. Synthetic data is redefining the business world. Using synthesized data makes it significantly easier to understand your client base, gather necessary intel, produce solid AI programs, and deliver a fantastic repertoire to consumers. It's also relatively easy to set up and use. The significant advantage of this is that the original text is already digitally known, which means that the AI's output can be compared to what was computed originally. Thus, a closed-loop system can improve the ability of the AI to recognize handwriting while never needing to see real-world examples of handwriting. There are several examples. Creating a climate model using current data that doesn't support the current consensus can be altered so that it does, and the climate AI learning from this model would be fed potentially false information. Another example of manipulated models could be the creation of simulated social media data with large amounts of political biases and stereotypes that don't conform to real-world data. Training an AI to learn from this would result in an AI that can only see the world through the eyes of the manipulated model, and this could be dangerous if deployed in a real-world scenario such as account monitoring, flagging, and automated bans. Simply generating data from nothing is not going to be representative of the real world and will therefore result in an algorithm that most likely can't function when it encounters real data. The solution is to collect a subset of data, analyze and identify trends and ranges in it, and then use this data to generate a large pool of random data that very likely represents how the data would look if we collected all of it ourselves. This is where the value of synthetic data truly lies. No longer do we have to run around tirelessly collecting data, which then needs to be cleaned and processed before use. However, there are several different ways you can get started with synthetic learning, especially in the data, sales, and marketing sectors. Let's look into today's headlines in VARINDIA. WorldBank appoints Indermit Gill as Chief Economist. The World Bank has appointed Indermit Gill, an Indian national, as the Chief Economist and Senior Vice President for Development Economics at the Multilateral Development Bank, the second Indian to serve as Chief Economist at the World Bank. Gill spearheaded the influential 2009 World Development Report on Economic Geography. Gill is currently the Vice President for Equitable Growth, Finance and Institutions at the World Bank and leads the work on microeconomics, debt, trade, poverty and governance. Short video platforms monetization to touch $19 billion. Short video platforms in India could witness an exponential growth in terms of user base with growing monetization over the next few years. A recent market report by Red Seeds claims that the industry could monetize its users to the level of $19 billion by 2030. The report says the monetization volumes of all short video platforms in India could be valued at $150 as on date, though over the next 8 to 10 years, the opportunity for monetization in this space also includes digital advertising, video commerce, and live gifting could grow exponentially. CERT-In issues warning for Apple Watch users. After Apple's recent update for the Watch OS 8.7, the Indian Computer Emergency Response Team under the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology has warned of high-risk vulnerabilities in the older version of the Apple Watch operating system that may allow hackers to bypass the company's security restrictions. Multiple vulnerabilities have been reported in Apple Watch with OS prior to Watch OS 8.7, allowing remote attackers to execute arbitrary code and bypass security restrictions on the targeted device. Hackers steal 18 million cryptocurrency from Audius. NFT music platform Audius confirmed that it was exploited by cybercriminals, costing the crypto company around $6 million, leading to the loss of 18.5 million audio tokens. The company tweeted that the issue has been found and fixes are in progress to get things back to a stable state. Also, all Audius smart contracts on Ethereum have been halted, including the token, to prevent further damage. Audius is a decentralized music streaming and sharing platform that puts the power back into the hands of content creators. WhatsApp reportedly working on a new feature for disappearing messages. WhatsApp is reportedly working on a kept messages feature that will allow users to keep disappearing messages in chat even after their expiration time. According to WA Beta Info, the feature is still under development, but WhatsApp is working on introducing it by presenting information about an upgrade to disappearing messages in a future update of WhatsApp Desktop Beta. Once disappearing messages are kept, they can then be viewed by all conversation participants in a new kept messages section that will be created in a chat info. That's all for now. Please like, share, comment and subscribe to VARINDIA News Magazine. You can download the VARINDIA app from Google Play Store and Apple App Store for the latest news and updates. Stay tuned. Thank you.